Hey, what's going on? In this tutorial, we're going to be going over the security settings here in your Facebook account. And this security section is about basically helping Facebook to identify who you are and where you like to be. That's the gist of security settings. As you can see, the first thing here that they're asking you for is to set a secure question and answer, and I'm sure you've seen that online. Now, I definitely suggest that you don't actually answer the question here, but that you use something more abstract. I mean, all this information can be searched out on the internet. I can definitely find out who your first grade, the last name of your first grade teacher. So you may want to use something else that you will remember in the event that your security information is compromised, or they believe that it has been compromised. And one of the ways that I've found my information to be compromised was one particular time where someone was trying to gain access to my account from like, I don't know where it was. It was like the Virgin Islands or something like that. And clearly, Facebook knows through my active session history that I'm not in the Virgin Islands. So that was a trigger. And when I came in, I had to put the answer to this. Thank God I knew it. If you don't, then you can just basically reset everything. And when that occurs, situations like that occur, then basically you're going to reset everything. You're going to have to enter in a new password after you put this in. So it's very important that you remember this, but I definitely do not condone you using the actual answer, because all of these things can be found out about you. Okay? Next step is secure browsing. Now, secure browsing basically means, as I said, that whenever you're browsing on Facebook, you're going to get that HTTPS. Now, as you can see up here, I have HTTPS, and you see that little lock? That basically means that this is a secure session in my Facebook. And secure versus insecure, what is that? Well, you know, when you go to anytime that you're going to hold sensitive information on the internet, like you're going to actually keep your data on the internet, you want that information to be encrypted and protected, and that's what the S stands for. It means that they have a security license with an SSL certificate or some variation of that allows them to encrypt this particular domain, so that any information is encrypted. And by encrypted, I mean that it's coded so that if someone were to try and basically gain access to the data, then all they would be able to get is just a bunch of encrypted information. It wouldn't make any sense. It'd be jumbled nonsense, and they would need the encryption key in order to decipher that information, and that is not easy, because right now you're probably looking at like a 128, basically meaning there's like 128 bits in the encryption key and characters. So very important that you remember to keep this secure whenever you can. Just keep that clicked. That's important. That's your data. Next thing, of course, is login notifications. Now, login notifications is a really cool feature because it enables you to get a text message or an email in the event that someone is trying to access your Facebook account from another account, or from another computer or a device that you've never used before. So anytime you log on to Facebook from a computer, what it's doing is it's going to save a set of cookies on that computer. Cookies, of course, is like a little snippet of code that they store on your computer, so that when you come back to the site, they'll be able to identify you through those cookie codes. So they'll put that little cookie in your cookie folder. Yeah, everybody has one on their computer. They put it in your little cookie file. When you come back, they check to see if you got your cookies with you. If you have your cookies, cool. If you don't have your cookies and you have login notifications here, then they're going to send you an email saying, hey, somebody tried to log into your account. Is that you? Definitely a cool feature. You want to enable that and set up an email well, it'll send you to your default email and save those changes. And also too, yeah, they brought up a good point. If you clear your cookies, then that could cause a problem when you come to log in, but it's not a real problem. It just basically means that they're going to send you that email. Login approvals. Now, basically, this is a security code that you would enter so that anytime an unrecognized computer tries to gain access, remember up here we just sent an email before, but now they're saying if they actually try to get on here, they have to put in a security code. And this is separate from your actual password. So you have a password, and now this is a second level of security, saying that now if you try and get on my account, you got to put in this code that I'm gonna set here for you. Okay, so very important that you check that out. Next thing is the apps password. Apps, of course, on Facebook are basically your little applications that they put down here. Wait, let me click that, I guess. Yeah, application passwords. One-time passwords that you can use to log into your apps. Using the app password will help keep your Facebook profile safe. And if you have login approvals turned on, when you use an app password, you won't have to wait to receive a code. Instead, you can skip login approvals and log in immediately. Okay? So, your password apps basically is like when you use an application on Facebook, whatever it is that you're trying to use, whether that be like Farmville or anything like that, if you have to use sensitive information, like here they're talking about Skype and Jabber and Xbox, all of those things use a secure password. So to keep those secure, you would use an application password, like I said, an additional layer of security on top of your regular password, and it's a one-time use, so it's a throwaway. And those are some of the best passwords. Like you use it one time, it's never used again. Okay, so that's all that is. It's for your applications. Keep the rest of your data separate and safe. Next thing here is recognize devices. Now, if you have, let's say, tablets or any other, I don't know what other they would define as a device, I guess a mobile phone or a tablet that you would use, you could have that here. And I think even some cars now, you can have Facebook in your car now and be posting as you're driving down the road. As safe as that sounds, you can do that. And of course, the last thing here is your active sessions. Very important that you pay attention to this. If you come on here and you find that you have active sessions, now here you can see just one, and if I click there, you can see an actual IP address where I can be found at. But if you see more than one of these down here, come down and just check it out. And I definitely suggest that you check these settings out every so often. And of course, what you'll see here is before I had like a long list of places where I had logged in. Well, maybe I went to the library, I was there doing some reading, and I logged in on a public computer. I definitely don't suggest you do that, because people that come behind you on that computer may have certain software that would enable them to steal passcodes. And Facebook generally, unless you have your payments enabled, which we're going to get to that in a different tutorial, it's generally there's nothing on there that's extremely sensitive, but it is a gateway into all of your information. If you remember in the last tutorial, I mentioned to you the guy who basically he was scamming people, well, not really scamming people, it was a joke, but he was basically telling people that he was a psychic, and he was only using information that he found on social networking sites. Very important. So you don't want to just be giving that information away, because that's just a gateway into stealing your identity. Maybe not directly, but it's definitely an indirect way of people stealing your information. And that's what this is all about. I want to make you feel more comfortable with your sessions on Facebook, and of course using this security settings. Take this seriously. Take your personal security seriously. As I said, if you're giving your personal information, if you're submitting personal information and you don't see that S, don't do it. That's just one of those general rules. Don't do it. I don't care how much you like that company or whatever, tell them they need to get a security license if they want your personal data saved there, because you need protection. And even this doesn't offer you, foolproof protection, but it offers you dang near foolproof protection. They haven't gotten through 128-bit encryption yet. It's one of those things where, it's a guaranteed deterrent. Nobody wants to sit there. Your information probably isn't that important that someone's going to go through the motions of decoding 128 or 256-bit encryption codes. Just not going to happen. Okay? So keep that in mind. And I'll see you in the next tutorial that's going to go over your notifications and maybe subscribers as well. Might go over both of them. Thanks for viewing. If you have any other additional comments or tips that you can provide, don't forget to put them down there in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video if it helped you to be more confident in your usage of Facebook and social marketing venues. Thank you for viewing. Have a great day.